Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, it's Saturday morning.
It sure is.
Good morning and welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting. We're going to chat today, me and my sister, and we're going to talk about, it's funny, sometimes we've had people go, what? She's your sister?
Yes.
That happened this week.
Yes, it did.
And we're like, we thought everyone knew.
Yes.
So did you know? Sadie's my sister? She is. So
Yeah. Yeah, so Debbie is our mom. We share her.
Yes, we share her. Yep.
Yeah.
We have different dads. That's okay.
Yeah, that's
great.
okay. Yeah.
We are 13 years apart, so we never fought. So, I mean, we're sisters, but it was like good sisters.
Yeah, we didn't have to, share clothes or fight over boyfriends or anything.
Never happened.
No.
So, anyway, but now let's talk about quilting, right?
Yes.
So, we're going to try to stay on track because we do not have Jason here. And sometimes he has like an outline. Sadie has an outline, but sometimes I go off the rails.
That's all right.
You're here to pull me back in.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Did we introduce ourselves? I've already forgotten.
Okay, well.
We are Warm and Cozy Quilting. I am Sadie.
And I'm Danielle.
Perfect. And we're so glad you're here.
Yeah.
So on Saturdays, we do like to say hello. So when you jump on, say hello, and we'll say hello back.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So I've got a few. I'm going to go ahead and start. So good morning to Dorothy and to Deborah.
Good morning.
And to Mom.
Hi, Mom.
AKA Debbie to everyone else. Good morning, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
And Pam.
And good morning, Pam.
And good morning, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Thanks for hopping on.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. So before we get into the meat and potatoes, we've got a couple announcements.
Okay. Do those. I'm going to drink.
Great. Right now, all of our solids are significantly marked down. We are doing crazy things over here.
We are.
So they're regularly $8.99 a yard. We carry Paintbrush Studio solids. They're beautiful, wonderful hand out of Kansas City. We have most colors still in stock. No, there's a few that we don't have, but...
And should I tell them we're out of black?
Black is out.
And we had a lot of black.
We had 5 bolts to start the week, and now we are out. Anyway, so you guys have absolutely been loving the $6.99 a yard. That's the price, $6.99 per yard.
That's crazy.
It's on our website. It's also in store. If you come on down today, no code needed. It's already discounted. So we tried to make it easy.
Right.
So stock up on your background, your borders, your bindings. You got a piece of back that matches. All of those things.
And the reason we're doing crazy stuff is that we got notification that there was going to be a price increase. So we ordered quite a bit so that we could do this sale for you.
Yes.
So that you could stock up while we have it at, the regular price of $8.99 and the lower price of $6.99. So we're getting you this good deal right now because it's a good time to stock up. We don't know what's going to happen. We do know that it's going to go up a little bit.
Sure.
Everything is right now.
Yes.
But at least I'm giving you a good deal while we can.
Yes. On the same note.
Yeah.
Creative Grids rulers. Price of acrylic has gone up. So they have to raise their prices. We have to raise our prices. It's no fun. We never want to do that. But sometimes you have to.
Right.
So if you've been dreaming about any Creative Grids product, rulers, the cutters, the blades, any of that, get it now before the price increase, and then it's like you're saving a little.
Right. So, I always have told people on Stripology, if you get the XL, you probably won't need the squared. And that is true. You don't necessarily need the squared, but
I want
sometimes it is really nice to have. It's just when you're working on a project and you've got things already kind of pre-cut and now you're working on things, having that big ruler is a little bit cumbersome. So if you are, I probably need that squared ruler. It's a good time to get it.
For sure.
And of course we can ship. We have a great way to ship all of our rulers. We have packaging that works wonderfully.
Yes.
I had someone who took a class with me, and she had ordered it online from a quilt shop, so we knew it was going to be good quality.
Sure.
But the way that it was shipped was not so great, and she got it, and it was already broken. I was like, you need to call them. They need to take care of you. And I'm sure they did. But, that's just what we we don't mess around when it comes to them Excel rulers.
Right.
For sure.
We love our friends at the post office,
Yes.
FedEx, UPS. Okay,
Yeah.
no shade to them,
No.
but sometimes those boxes get tossed around from truck to facility to truck to
Right.
however.
Right.
And so, just little extra care on those things,
Absolutely. So
also today we have an HQ event going on in our shop.
So it has been so fun. We have already had 2 days of event, and that was the first group. And now this morning, the second group has rolled in.
Yes.
And they get to play on long arms for 2 days.
So fun.
Yes. And Annette,
Look.
I was like, I cannot believe I forgot her last name. Annette Look is the HandiQuilter educator that we have. I would have her back 100 times.
Oh my gosh, yes, she is so wonderful. So we actually got to meet her a couple years ago at HQ Academy and have been wanting to collaborate ever since. And so great that we were able to get her, all the stars aligned schedules and all of that. And she was able to come, and it's so fun. She says she's fun size, so she's a little tiny thing, but she's so cute. And I really want to get a picture of her and Jason because quilters come in all shapes and sizes, and they are kind of opposite ends of the spectrum, right? So it's so fun.
Yeah, for sure.
But we also have more HQ events coming up. So if you didn't get in on this one, you don't have to have that FOMO, right?
Right.
So I know actually we have another class coming up next month that is going to be virtual, but still with our friend Annette.
Yay.
So if you didn't get to come meet her in person, you can meet her on the internet.
Yay.
And that's all about Pro Stitcher. It's Pro Stitcher principles and simulation. So
nice.
You'll be able to pull up the program and follow along and see kind of how to navigate that a little bit better, kind of moving on from edge to edge.
Right.
So if you're looking for the next step for that, that is going to be September 18th. And it's like a 4 p.m. it's an evening situation. So if you work, maybe you can just skip out like an hour early or something and join us. Yeah,
it would be good.
We also have more HandiQuilter events like almost every month through the end of the year. So I won't go through all of it, but in-person hands-on in October, another virtual event in November. So
check our website and look them up.
Yes, my HandiQuilter friends absolutely get in here. If you're just long arm curious, come on down. We'll let you try them. We'll give you all the info.
Yeah. And right now, because of the event, we are doing event pricing. And so if you have been dreaming of a long arm and it's time, then come on in. We've got you. You don't have to be part of the event to be able to get the pricing. Everyone is able to do that. So no problem.
Yes. And the promo that HandiQuilter has going on right now is my favorite one because I feel like it is one of the better values because you're either getting like a digital design package, not that HandiQuilter already comes with like 800 to 1,000 designs or something like that, Pro Stitcher. But you can get so many more designs.
Right.
So if you're wanting to do computerized quilting, you'll be really set up and have a robust amount of patterns to choose from. Or there's one that is like thread and batting, I think.
Yes, a roll of batting plus a thread bundle. That is one of the bundles you can get with purchasing a machine. And also the other one is the light.
Yes.
The highlight that goes over your machine. So, if you already own a machine, but you didn't get Pro Stitcher, and you've been thinking about Pro Stitcher, this is a great time to do that. Anyway, we won't go into all of that much more.
No, but
other than to say that's going on right now. Also, Janome is having great pricing with lots of giveaway stuff. They're giving tables and trolleys and I don't know, lots of things. So, machine ready? Come on in.
Yes. So lots of good stuff going on there. We also have an interesting event that we haven't hosted before.
Yeah.
New to us, that is all about notions. So it is sometimes challenging to know what to carry, even as a quilt shop, right?
It is so hard.
I have my favorite tools, but everybody's a little different.
Also, they come out with new things and we don't even know about them.
Yes. And so sometimes we just need somebody to be excited about something. Like when our friend Cindy showed us that binding tool.
Oh, yes.
Anyway,
done. Had to have it.
Had to have it. So sometimes you just need somebody to show you some things. So if you are feeling like maybe there is a better way or a new notion that might solve all your quilting problems, this is the event to come to. It is called We've Got a Notion, and we're bringing in Sarah, who is a representative from one of our distributors, and she is going to have all kinds of notions to demo for you, kind of explain how they work, and it's $10 to sign up, so it's very low cost. And we're going to give you a $10 gift card toward any notions that you purchase that day. So it's basically free.
That's basically
Hello.
free.
Anyway.
And I have to say, this has been a couple years, but a couple years ago, Sarah came in, showed me, maybe Mom was in on that?
I think so.
The 5-yard quilts, the black and white AOK patterns. They're amazing.
Yes.
We have reordered, and they come out with new ones, and we order them. I mean, and I don't know that we would have seen them otherwise.
Yes.
So this is going to be wonderful for us as well as for you. You get to see and try and play with some stuff and then go, yeah, it's not for me. And you can help us make better decisions on what we should carry.
Yeah, absolutely. So check that out. Also, a little asterisk, save the date situation, and then we will actually talk about our topic, I swear. Warm and Cozy is turning 10 this year. 10 years, double digits.
Yeah.
So we are very excited. That's so fun. And so we're going to do a little birthday bash.
Whoop, whoop.
So lots of more info will come out about that, but we'll have specials and fun things, and we're just going to make it a big old party.
Big old party.
So that is going to be the first weekend in September. I didn't write down the dates, 6th and 7th, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to be open on a Sunday. Yeah.
Yes.
6th and 7th is correct.
6th and 7th.
So come on down and celebrate our birthday with us. We love that. We get to give you guys stuff, which is so fun.
I know.
We get to party with our friends. It's so good.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm going to jump back to comments for a minute, and then we'll get into it. Okay.
Perfect.
So let's see. We said hi. Okay, here's where we left off. So good morning, Pam.
Good morning.
And hello, Dolores, Southern Illinois represent.
Right. And Joni.
And Joni. Oh, you guys always fall right next to each other too, which is so
next
fun.
To each other?
Yeah.
Is that happening?
Good to see you both as well.
Yes.
And good morning, Janet. She's one of the Janet's TM.
I think you missed Karen.
Nope, we already said hi to Karen earlier.
No, different Karen.
Different Karen.
Anyway,
Karen.
all Karens.
All Karens.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning to Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
And to Jan.
Hi, Jan.
And to Suzanne.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Jackie.
Hello.
Good morning, Donnell.
Good morning.
So fun. Wanting to try some Missouri Star Quilt videos, she says. Has a list of 20 she wants to start.
Wow.
That's a good list.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mom, again.
Good morning, good morning.
And good morning, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
She says we look nice as sisters, both with our hair down next to each other.
What?
And Suzanne asked, again, when is the Notion event? So that is 10 a.m. on October 23rd. $10 to join. Lots of 10s. And then over on the YouTube side, we have Cindy. Hello, Cindy.
Good morning.
Good to chat with you yesterday,
Good morning,
Cindy.
Good morning.
And Jennifer.
Hi.
Perfect.
Good morning.
Okay.
Time for coffee.
So we wanted to talk about how to build a quilt. Where do you get your inspiration? How do you even decide what to do? And that is happening because all week this week, all of the staff have been picking out quilts to make.
Like we don't have anything to do.
Right, of course. But we've just gotten so much new fabric and patterns and fun things in, and it's had us all excited to make stuff for ourselves personally. So we thought we would share a little bit of that with you guys today.
Like, how do we do that? Yeah.
Yeah. So, really, you want to start talking about
I just really want these plastic bags out of here. But
Sure.
anyway.
So I feel like there were many things that happened, but part of it that kicked off for me is we had this bolt of fabric that I have been looking at forever. Finally, I was like, okay, there are 4 yards left. That is a perfect amount for a background for something. And I just had to make a quilt with it. So you can get inspiration from anything, even starting with your background fabric. That's not typical for me, but that is absolutely how it went.
Right.
So I'm going to
show the background first.
Perfect. So we had just 4 yards left of this Starry from Ruby Star Society. This is, I think, the rainbow colorway, and it just has all of these fun, modern, bright colors in it on kind of a creamy background.
I love the mutedness of the stars. They're not so bold, you know, and so that was why we first started going, that could be a background. You know, sometimes when it's got a lot of color going on, you're like, okay, this is going to be too busy as a background. I'm like, no, that would be good.
This will be good. I also like that the stars are like not perfect and it's not, they're randomly spaced. So there's no like correct way, right? You can
well-defined.
Any way.
Yes.
Don't have to worry about directionality. So this is how this whole thing started, this piece of fabric. We got this beautiful new line in that is called Essence. Kelly's going to pop it up on the computer for us. So this is the full line. I think there's 30 SKUs. 30. Plus there's a cheater print that I didn't bring in, but is so gorgeous if you're looking for convenience fabric.
Right.
So I love that there's so many pastels in this line. I was also thinking about patterns that I could pair up a pastel and a bolder fabric with, but I ended up going with more of the bolds. And so with this background, look at how beautiful this fabric is.
Right.
Like all the colors are there, like this citrus color star. And this is this.
Because at first we were like, this on the bolt, whoa, what the heck are we going to do with this one, right? Yeah. But look at it here.
It's so great. Beautiful. And these there's blues and there's pink stars and there's purple stars. So it just worked out perfectly. There are red stars and I don't have any red. Maybe I'll put red on the binding. Who knows? Anyway, so I'm so excited. I can't wait to make this. And I picked out one of Kitchen Table Quilts. They make all of these cute little patterns and they always have a name associated with them. So I want to make Molly. So this is my next up pattern, right? Not that I don't have 20 other patterns and projects at home, but we're not talking about that.
Right.
So you can sometimes start with your background.
You can. And because you showed that kitchen table quilting, I pulled a couple because sometimes you can make a quilt because it's named after you.
Yes.
Like the Sadie quilt.
So I'm currently making the Sadie quilt. I've got it cut out on my cutting table right now.
We also have
the Lydia
quilt. There has yet to be a quilt named after me.
What the heck? I gotta call our designer friends right now.
Right. I mean, Gudrun names them after, and anyway, sometime there's going to be a Danielle quilt.
Absolutely.
I'm probably not going to like it. Anyway. So yeah, sometimes you could start with a pattern, right? Sometimes that's where your inspiration comes as you're like, okay, now I'm going to pick fabric for this.
Absolutely.
I think that happens frequently. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting that in front of you.
It doesn't matter. They can hang out there. Sometimes one thing that I have kind of going is that this year I wanted to challenge myself to do a project that had curves.
Oh.
But I didn't want a lot of curves because I'm still kind of intimidated by them. So I picked up this also very modern-y pattern called 70 Sun.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Just to do a little bit of curve piecing, but it's still like long strips of fabric, not too complicated, goes together fast.
But that is one big curve.
One big curve. Will I be crying later? Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm going to try this. I'm going to challenge myself to try something new.
Nice.
So I've got this. And I do love the 70s color of the sample on the front. But I thought it might be fun to do kind of an 80s, like more neon-y kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So I've picked my solids. I'm still on the hunt for the perfect background. But I'm going to do these brights.
That's so fun.
So that'll be fun. So I'm thinking a dark background, like a dark navy or a plum or a black. So these will really pop off because I want those to be the star of the show.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's a skill that inspires you to
Right.
pick a pattern, to pick fabric for a project.
Right. Okay. So what am I going to talk about next? I don't know. Let's talk about Margot,
Let's talk about Margot.
because Margot is the quilt that's behind me.
Yes.
I've made a sample now. I do have borders. Here's one border. Here's the other border. See, it's not even cut yet, but isn't that going to look great? Yeah, let me see. How can I hold it? So, anyway, it doesn't matter. These are going to go on there. So Margot is do you have a screen or a shot of that? Okay. So I don't have to hold that up. So Margot is the retreat, the one-day retreat that we're doing in October. We still have some availability for the Saturday time, or the Saturday slot, which I think is October 18th.
Yes.
The Wednesday filled up really fast, but we do have spaces there. So you see the fabric that was chosen by Gudrun. She made this really cool quilt, and it has a lot of color in it, right? But it's still, I mean, it's a fun design.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
from that, I wanted to pick out my fabric, and we have a lot of Tim Holtz fabric. I love Tim Holtz. He does a lot of like distressed look, or scrapbooky, or so there's a lot going on in it, and so sometimes people don't know what to use it in. So I went ahead and picked, let's see, which way do I lean? This way? Okay. Blue, all the blues and oranges. So this year, I guess it started last year, but for this year, every month we're getting a new color palette from the Tim Holtz fabric, and it's called Palette. And so then we've gotten the blue ones, we've gotten orange ones, we've gotten pink ones. Purple just came in the door, still has to be cut, but anyway. And so I paired up the blues and the oranges. And Sadie said, is this going to look okay in two colors? Because you guys saw Gudrun's colors, right? So I said, well, yeah, I think so. We'll try it out. I mean, until you've made it, you don't really know. But I really think it turned out really well. I love the little bit more subtle.
Yes.
Right? So,
yeah.
I've had people asking who have signed up for Margot, when can I pick my fabric? You know, I want to do this. I want to get it. And we have so much fabric coming in. We have fabric now. I do know that this happens frequently. Someone picks out fabric and then they're like, oh, you got this new fabric in. I wish I would have waited.
Yes.
So we're not giving anyone fabric until after September 1st, right?
Correct.
So, but we are putting together kits right now for anybody who is coming to do Margot. So I brought the two kits that we've gotten so far, because we did these before we sold out of batiks, right? So
pretty.
Some batiks. A lot of people get really overwhelmed by how much fabric there is in the store, and where do I start, and how do I pick something. So for those people, we will have kits put together, and we've got background fabric, we've got the borders in there, everything's great. And then we will have others who are like, no, I know that I want to do it out of whatever, Christmas, or all blue and white, or you know, that kind of thing, and we will accommodate everyone. So here is another one. See how different? I mean, just so bright and fun. And then there is the background fabric. Okay, so and I have decided I'm going to put some blue and orange Tim Holtz together. We're going to do some other two-color Tim Holtz. So do we do the purple with yellow? Do we do like the tealy green with pink or something? You know, so we're going to put some things together so that those are some options as well.
I love when you can pull things like that are complementary colors across the color wheel. Yeah. Those always are just like so dynamic looking to me.
For sure.
So I think that's so fun.
Yes.
But yeah, sometimes just two colors can be your inspiration.
For sure.
If you have like a specific decor that you're trying to match or something like that.
Yeah.
So they do have books that are two-color quilts.
Right.
If you have a specific colorway that you're working within. Another thing that we talk about a lot is if you're wanting to do more scrappy, I find that you can usually scrappy the background or the main print, but probably not both, but maybe.
Yeah. I mean, some people can do scrappy every
of
piece in there is scrappy, and it turns out great. But you have to have a little bit of thought in it.
Yes, of course. But having some consistency is nice. But also, that's why some people like kits, because picking out fabric is a challenge. So we've done the work for you,
Right, exactly.
So all kinds of cool stuff coming up for Margot. I can't wait. That's going to be so fun.
It is going to be fun, yeah. So like I said, still spots left for the Saturday. And if you can't come in, you can do it virtually through our shop. So if you have questions, I don't want to take up a lot of time here. Definitely give us a call, check our website, read through that stuff. Maybe that'll help, and we'll get you set up.
Absolutely. So we kind of talked about picking a quilt based on the background and picking a quilt based on a skill. So sometimes you pick a quilt because you really like that pattern.
Right.
So, for example, if I am making a Sadie quilt right now because it's my name and I really like that pattern.
Right.
But sometimes the picture on the front of the pattern isn't your taste.
Right.
Or, you have a different vibe. So, feel free to change it up.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes it's a pattern that inspires you. You go, oh, that's so beautiful. And I want to make that quilt, but I don't know what fabric to use. We'll talk a little bit more about tech, but one of my favorite things to do in that scenario is to look up the hashtag for that pattern on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you can see other people who have made it, the colors that they've chosen, and maybe one of those will spark some inspiration.
Nice. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. So you also have built a whole quilt.
I did build
and this we built based on the fabric, right?
Yes.
So the fabric came in, we love the fabric, and we're like, we need to make something with this. So what can we do to really show this off?
Right. So do we have a... Yeah.
So we got this new fabric in that's called Nature Study 2.0 from Wyndham Fabrics. And so all of the prints are kind of based on, nature. So very organic elements, leaves and things like that.
Yes.
Really pretty, muted colorway. So not overly feminine or anything like that. Could definitely go for many people, I would say.
Yes.
So you have picked many colors from the collection.
I got everything.
Oh, you got the whole thing. Nice.
Because so yes, we have some greens and browns. There's some gold, mustard gold, and they have like little seeds or just tiny leaves, or these are just little plus.
Yeah.
And I mean, so not floral, doesn't have a feminine vibe. It can go for anybody. And the first thing I did when I saw this collection was, because of all of the greens in it. Oh, here they are. Some of them I've already got cut into some strips.
Yes.
So Victoria just went back to college, and I sent her a message because everything that she has in her room is mostly greens and nature, like more colors like that. So I called her and asked her if she needed a rug. So I got fabric that same day to make a rug for Victoria. I didn't use everything in the collection because I really stayed more with those greens, brown tones, threw in a little bit of this pink because that would look good in there, and several of the browns. So making a rug already, okay? But
that wasn't enough.
That wasn't enough because I just am so excited with this whole thing. And I have been wanting to make strip and dip.
This is a new-ish pattern from Gudrun this year.
So So what it is originally it was written in 2008, and then she does a sew along once a year, and she takes one of her older patterns and rewrites it. So this is the updated, rewritten strip and dip, and I'm going to make that. I can't wait. So I've been looking for something to do because I do a ton of things that are bright. Okay, I do bright stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And this is not bright. So I'm like, this is going to be fun. Let's see what Strip and Dip looks like in muted colors rather than what's on the cover, right?
Yes.
That way because a lot of times people get turned off by the cover.
Sure.
And they think, I don't like those colors.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can pick anything, but sometimes it's hard to see past that. So I always like to look at, okay, how can I do it almost opposite?
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to work on a background. And so this is my background. I'm like over here because usually I sit where you are.
Yes.
But I keep like not being on screen.
It's totally fine.
Yeah. So here's my background. It's going to be beautiful. I can't wait.
Yeah,
you know that means
these.
I'll be doing it really soon.
Yes. But I just love those earth tones
Yes.
in that fabric collection. It's so lovely.
Yes.
Going to be great quilts.
I so love these two pieces right here together because first of all, look at this brown. And do you see that brown has a little tiny bit of pink in it?
Yeah.
And here's the pink. Like, okay, that could be a 2-color quilt.
It sure could. So pretty.
Anyway, so what is this called again? The name of this line?
Nature Study 2.0.
Nice. So another collection you can look at.
Absolutely.
I also wanted to talk about, if you don't mind, I'm going to jump in with patterns. If you are a person who has a hard time seeing past the cover, and sometimes people will see a cover and they'll say, oh, do you have that exact fabric? Usually the answer is no. A lot of times, if it has been printed last year, fabric's gone. So I do like patterns that go a little bit less, like even with the kitchen table quilting, where it's like solidish, right? I could use any blender line.
Absolutely.
But I love the AOK patterns, which I just kind of talked about a little bit earlier. And these are 5-yard quilts. So 5 1-yard pieces. And because they're written in black and white, I feel like it's much easier to look past that and say, okay, I'm going to put this color here. I'm going to put this on the border. It's a little bit easier for those who struggle with seeing past that pattern. So,
right. You're not going, I don't want to buy that pattern because I don't like blue.
Right. Exactly.
Also, I think that the 3-yard and 5-yard situation is really great for when you are on a shop hop or you're out and about and you don't have a plan, but you found a fabric that you absolutely love. And you're like, what
am I going to do with it?
How do I buy fabric when I don't know what project I'm going to do?
Right.
You can always get a 1-yard piece. Find things that will go with it either in that shop or even later.
Right.
And then pick up a 5-yard or a 3-yard pattern that will show off that hero print that you really like.
Absolutely. So we also they write these baby size that are 4 half-yards. So
yes,
just to let you know that. And then, we did bring in some, of course, there's lots of 3-yard books. This is my favorite one right now because it is one of the newest, and there are 8 designs using large scale print. But yes, so if there is, that large scale print, you don't know what to do with it, but you want to buy some fabric, get 3 1-yard pieces or get 1 at least, and then you can add on.
Absolutely. Another thing that we were talking about is maybe you have a particular quilt block that you love and you want to make a whole quilt around that quilt block.
Yeah.
Maybe you choose 2 or 3 all in the same size and make a whole quilt that way. But I love this book because they do so much of the math for you. They'll show you a block and give you instructions on how to make it in several different sizes. So really, really wonderful quilt block genius. So cool. Tons of stuff in here. Lots of inspiration.
Absolutely.
In those pages, for sure.
We did grab, okay, let me see, what else do I want to, can I just show them these? Even though this has nothing to do with anything? Okay, great.
And you have nothing to sell them with this. This is just fun.
This is just fun. So, like you were talking about wanting to do curves. Our friend Dina was in, and she showed me this pattern, or she showed me a picture on her phone of what she was working on. And this quilt is called Oh My Gosh. That's the pattern name. I don't have any patterns to sell you because We haven't gotten that far yet. Like,
Yes.
this is very new. And this block is 5 inches. Okay.
So they are teeny tiny piecing.
Tiny piecing. These little blocks in here, they finish at 1/2 inch. You cut 1 inch strips. So sometimes you just want to go, can I do little bitty tiny things?
Yeah.
Let's look at a technique and see if we like it. It did take me like all day to make 5 blocks that are 5 inches, but
you only have hundreds more to go.
Only have hundreds to go. So it is, sometimes it's just fun you get inspiration from someone showing you a picture and you're like, oh, I have to do that. I have to at least try and see if, how that's going to work out for me.
Yeah, absolutely. So I did also, because I'm here this morning, want to talk a little bit about some technology that might help. Yeah. This is not Danielle's forte. So there is a program out there that's called Electric-Quilter. Often it is just called EQ, okay, but it stands for Electric-Quilter. There are 8 different versions, so there's new things in every updated version,
and a lot of people either use 7 or 8.
Yes.
Like, that's what I hear mostly is EQ 7, EQ 8.
Correct.
And I know about this.
Yeah, you can talk about this. But it's a really cool program. It has a lot of block patterns in there, and it will help you figure out how much fabric you need. You can also upload the specific fabric prints that you are using and kind of audition them in a whole quilt. There's tons and tons of functionality. I'm sure there are many things you can do in there that even I don't know about or you don't know about.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Because you could take an entire, class on how to work Electric-Quilter. But
yes. Now, I will tell you that within the program itself, there are videos. So you don't even have to go to YouTube or to another site or anything. Because that's how I learned how to use EQ 7. And I got pretty okay with it. And then EQ 8 came out. And Mom knows EQ 8. I was like, I just learned. No, I'm not going to learn the new. Like, they probably moved the buttons on me, you know, that kind of thing. But I did watch several videos within that. So I know that, you don't you don't have to like go take a class or anything to get started with EQ.
Yes. There's a couple other apps that we love that I wanted to. Are
you going to talk about my favorite one?
Which one's your favorite? I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
So one of the apps that we love is the Villa Rosa app. So you may have seen these little, card patterns. They're a 4x6. And all the information is on the back side. So not super complicated because they can't be.
Right.
Where are they going to put the complicated stuff?
Right, exactly.
So relatively easy. One of the great things about the Villa Rosa app is that you can make a wish list of these are the ones that I want to buy. So when you're out and about and you see one, you can go, I think that's on my list. Let me check.
Yeah.
You can also make a list of the ones you already own so you don't double buy because I'm really good at that.
I have 3 of one.
I'm like, oh, I really like this.
And it's a $2 pattern. So I'm like, I'll just get it, And then I go, oh, well, you must really like that.
Yeah, and I've bought the same pattern multiple times.
Yes.
Happens to the best of us.
Right.
But you can make a list, prevent that from happening. Also, you can search in their app and filter by uses fat quarters or uses a specific cut.
Yeah.
So if you have fabric that you're trying to find a pattern for, that's a great way to find a pattern as well.
They have panel ones. They have fat quarter ones. They have, so you've got this beautiful fat quarter bundle. Okay, let me just look at those.
Yeah.
So it's really great. Also, when you buy a Villa Rosa, all of the information is on the back. So what you need, fat quarters, how much, whatever, is all on the back side. And if they showed you front and back, they'd give you the whole pattern, right? So if you look them up on a website, you'll just see the front.
Correct.
On the app, let's say you don't have all of your patterns with you, they're at home, you can look up on the app and it'll say, oh yeah, that's right, I want to make that particular one and I need 12 fat quarters and I need a yard of background.
Yeah.
Great. Now I can shop. I don't have to carry my entire, pack of Villa Rosa cards. It's all in my app.
Right? Like
How
sometimes
exciting.
I wish I could put my whole sewing room on like in a backpack and carry it with me.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's not possible. So put it in your phone. You got that with you anyway.
Exactly.
So another great app that we love is called a Quilty Solid.
Yes.
Definitely more toward your modern / all solid quilts, but you can go in and select which solid brands you like, for example, and then it will only search those brands. So if you don't have a good source for, say, like art gallery solids, which are lovely, by the way,
very lovely,
then maybe you don't want to have that filter on because it's not easy for you to get a hold of those. Also, it will compare between. So if you have a pattern and say the pattern gives you suggested colors, but they're all in a different brand than the solids that you have. And they'll say, okay, well, this is, Kona Snow. You can put it in and say, okay, so what is the equivalent in paintbrush or in art gallery or whatever? And they will tell you their closest match.
Is it going to be perfect? No. So if you've already started with one, don't,
Yes.
I mean,
there's a lot of other really cool functions. They also will give you the best color match via like a hex code. My tech friends will know what I'm talking about. If that means nothing to you, then you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
You can also upload a photo into the app and tell it, I want, 4 colors based off of this photo, and it will say, okay, you should do this, or you can, tell it you want 8 colors based on this photo. So you can kind of build color palettes that way.
Nice.
If you're wanting to build a sunset or a particular location, that might be a nice way to do that. So that's a really handy app. Definitely recommend that one.
A Quilty Solid.
A Quilty Solid. And then Kelly, my friend Kelly. My friends on the internet should know. Kelly and I are not allowed to hang out anymore because we're both really good at spending each other's money. So yesterday, of course, she sends me this cool website that is called quiltmockup.com. They don't have everything, but they have a pretty good selection of a lot of really modern patterns, and it works very similar to EQ8, but like you don't have to learn a whole program. And it's all web-based, so there's nothing to download or anything like that. But you can also upload the fabrics that you are working with, and it will lay them out in the pattern for you so that you can visualize it.
Are you serious?
It is. I mean,
I clicked on it and looked through a couple things this morning, and I'm like, I don't even understand because it's,
Yeah. When Kelly sent it to me last night, I was like,
it's really easy because and I was like, looking at it right before we went on, and I'm like, this is going to take me too much time to do some reading and figuring out. So
I was like, well, there goes my weekend, Kelly. Thanks. I'm going to be building quilts on quiltmockup.com.
Right.
So that is another good thing to check out, especially if you're somebody who visualizing what it's going to look like at the end point is maybe a challenge for you. That's a cool way to play around or move your placement around without having to physically move blocks around on the floor, on the table. So really cool way to kind of help in the planning stage, right?
Absolutely.
Plus, those 2 are free.
Yes, free. Yeah, the Quilty Solid app is free. The Villa Rosa app is free. Quiltmockup.com free.
Yep.
EQ8 is not free. Another free thing, again, I will reference, check Instagram. Look at people who have already made this pattern.
Shoot, Pinterest.
Pinterest is
another
great.
Good one. We look there, sometimes if someone brings a quilt in and they're like, how do I quilt it?
Yes.
Shoot, I'm going to go to Pinterest and see what other people have done. Sometimes what other people have done is a whole lot more than what I would do,
Yes.
And sometimes it's perfect, so.
Or it's not to your taste or whatever.
Absolutely.
And not that you're going to go, oh, they did it in purple and pink, so I'm going to do mine in purple and pink also. But maybe it'll spark something for you.
Sure,
like,
absolutely.
Oh, that's a 2-color situation. I can do that. Or they quilted feathers on there. I didn't even think about feathers.
Right.
Yes,
absolutely.
let's use feathers.
Yep.
So all kinds of great tools. If you're struggling with your inspiration, trying to figure out what your next project is, or if you just have pieces in your stash that maybe aren't inspiring you anymore. These are all great ways Also, if you happen to know what fabric line you're working from, search that fabric line on Instagram or on the web or on Pinterest to get ideas too.
Yeah. Sometimes there are free patterns from the fabric company.
Yeah.
So you get this new line, you see this beautiful line of fabric, you're like, what do I even do? And you look up that line, you'll find, oh, look, here's the perfect thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found a free pattern from Ruby Star Society that looks like a game board that I want to do.
Oh, yeah.
And somebody yesterday, was it yesterday? Anyway, somebody this week brought in a quilt that was inspired by the game Twister.
Oh my gosh, it was so cool.
So cool. So, I mean, really, there is inspiration everywhere.
Also, check your local quilt shop.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
sometimes I have had several customers come in and go, I just have to come in to walk around to see what you have hanging on the walls. It really helps me go, okay, that's what I want to do next. Or, you know,
Yes.
Get some ideas, even if it's just that it gets them going back to their sewing room. Maybe you have been out for a little while and you're like, especially this time of year, like you've been summering, you've been doing all the gardening, all of the other stuff, right? And so now you're like, it's 1,000,000 degrees and I would like to not be outside.
Yes.
Or we're winding down summer, kids are back at school. I now have time and I've kind of lost that, you know, mojo. What do I do here? So it's good. Go in your local quilt shop and see what's happening.
Yeah. Or maybe you're planning for winter, right? Like you're like, I know there's going to be a snow day where I'm just going to want to sit in my sewing room all day. So let's, you know, get those projects planned now so you're ready to go.
Right.
When snow happens.
Absolutely.
Because it's going to happen.
Yeah. Dang it.
Dang it. Anyway, I think that was probably like way more information than anybody needs.
Probably way more information.
But yes, utilize your local quilt shop. If we are not local to you, you know, go to whoever is local to you. But we love it when people come in and ask us for opinions on what pattern or what colors or any of that. We get to build quilts with
all
people,
the time,
and it's so fun. And we're happy to give you our opinions. And generally, we will tell you
that doesn't look good.
Maybe wouldn't be my first choice. You know.
Right.
So we'll be honest.
Yes.
We'll be honest.
It is always still your quilt, and if that is,
Absolutely.
you know, you love this, I mean, I'm going to help you make that look good.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, we it's very important to us that we communicate to people that one of the best parts about quilting is that it is so customizable. So make it the way that you want it. Like that's the beauty of it.
yes.
But if you need
And you
help
don't
or
have to
opinions,
follow rules, okay?
No,
You don't have to follow rules.
no quilt police, no grades, no none of that.
We don't do any of that here.
No.
And so, yeah, if you've been told, no, you can't put those things together.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Don't tell me
Yeah.
I can't do it, because I will.
Does it stay together? Does it keep somebody warm? You did it.
Yep.
You know, that's
did
really
it.
all you need.
Did it.
Okay. So if you have any questions, for sure, leave comments, send us an email, come by, any of those things.
Come get some solids for
Come get some solids for
$6.99.
$6.99.
We've had people walking out with full bolts.
We have. We've had people ordering solids over the phone. We're shipping out an order today, I think, that has like 18 yards of fabric. Totally fine. We love
All
that.
good.
We love
All
that.
good.
But yeah, great time. Great time to stock up.
All right, guys. Well, you ready? You're ready?
I think we're ready.
I think we're ready to get on out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today.
Yes.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.